Welcome everybody. Welcome to class tonight. If you need your prop, sit up on your pillow, okay? We're gonna sit for a little bit. If this is not great on your hips, I know a couple people that, sitting right off the bat doesn't feel awesome for me. Lie down on your back, knees are bent. You can have your knees knocked in together, your hands on your belly as we do our breathing. We're just gonna take 2-3 minutes. Then we're gonna rock up to seated, Om, and keep on moving, okay? So if you want, lie down on your back and just connect it. Even if you're fine seated and you're like, I would love to lie down right now. Go for it, right? Couple minutes, breathing, connection, and then we're gonna rock back up and Om and move on, okay? So whatever posture you've chosen, everybody close your eyes. Take a big breath, belly, ribs, chest, just fill up. And if you want, hands on the abdomen to make sure there's movement there, go ahead. Raise your crown of the head. Nice long exhale, almost like a sigh, a nice long exhale. Just let your body go. Let any tension release. You can slouch a little. Let's do that again. Inhale. Slight smile, slight softness on the face. Long exhale, breathe through your mouth if you want to exhale that way. Nice. And then wiggle yourself sitting a little taller. If you're lying on your back, think of lengthening the back of the neck so the chin's not jutted to the ceiling. Everybody, in fact, tuck your chin just slightly. Now shoulders up to ears and give a little shrug. And exhale, roll it back. And again, inhale. Big breath, belly, ribs, chest. Exhale. Okay. Then we'll take 3-part breath, Durga Pranayama, for 5 rounds. Okay. Hands, let's face the palms up. Connect your first finger and thumb like a OK symbol. Open to the gifts of our practice. All right. Roll the shoulders back. Inhaling, belly, ribs, chest. At least a 4 count. See if you can go longer. Suspend your breath for a second at the top. And then exhale. Controlled exhale. Right down into the base, bottom of the belly, pull the navel in. Even a little contraction of pelvic floor at the end of the exhale. Slight hold just for a millisecond. Inhale, expand. Suspend at the top of your breath. Just for a second, just floating. Controlled exhale. Watch your exhale, watch your breath. Pull the belly button in, lift through the pelvic floor. So there's energy, the lowest part of your abdomen, lowest part of your core. A little hold there, and then when you're ready, inhale again. Fill up as much as you can. I get like 80% full and then I gotta work that last little bit. So that's normal. Little suspension, little float at the end, so you hold it. And then you let it go, controlled, watch it. Exhale, everything kind of funnels down as you're exhaling. At the very end, you can't squeeze any more out. Pelvic floor engages slightly. Helps us realize the energy that we're moving our practice from. Inhale fully. Float at the top. Exhale fully. Okay, see if you can feel the pelvic floor engage at the end of your exhale. Your deep core muscles. Inhale. Thinking about your breath. Exhale. Let's finish with this exhale, nice and deep. Beautiful. And then just natural breath rhythm. I feel myself inhale, I feel myself exhale. So let's set an intention for our practice. The intention is to be present. Okay. The intention is to listen to the body, to take breaks when you need to, but the intention, and add on to that, find your edge to work from. So if you feel resistance in your mind, but your body feels okay, right? Notice that it's just resistance in your mind, and exhale and breathe and just keep on moving. Keep on moving. This isn't going to be some super challenging class, but I want you to realize when mental barriers come up, they come up all the time in our life, right? All the time in our day. So when mental barriers come up and you've got some kind of old story that's like, ooh, I can't do that, or ooh, I don't know, ooh, just notice it. Detach from it. Keep breathing, keep moving. Keep breathing, keep moving. Okay, I'm not asking you to move through physical pain. I'm asking you to notice your attachment to some mental blocks, okay? If it happens. All right, so with the heart up, right hand on the center of the chest, left hand on top. Let's, with that intention to be present, to work through mental blocks and barriers, let's bring all that beautiful energy, that beautiful mental kind of openness and heart openness, to think of people who are really struggling when we, going through these times. I know Jackie in our group, having a tough time with her dad who's sick and she can't visit. I think we all know somebody in our life who needs a virtual hug. Yeah, and soon enough there'll be real life hugs. So let's bring those folks into our practice, and as we lift up our energy, we lift up the energy of those around us. Nice big breath. Okay, if you're on your back, let's roll up to seated. Okay, and we take that beautiful mental strength and awareness and heart opening into our chant. Inhale together. Beautiful, and then opening our eyes, acknowledging and greeting each other with namaste. Namaste, everyone. Really honored to have you all here. Okay, let's move the pillow, move the blanket if you're using it. I'm going to move my control center so I can see you all onto all fours as we normally start. So we're going to do a little bit on all fours. Yeah, we're going to do all fours and then move into variations of sun salutations. So cat pose, loving my cat pose. Exhale. Okay. And inhale. I know a couple folks, I haven't forgotten, you've asked, what other things can I do for spinal warm-ups? A lot of folks have tight lower backs. This is number one, okay? Inhale, exhale into your cat pose. Find your long breath like we just did seated. Filling up. Watching the tailbone tilt. Tucking the chin right in. Okay. And then we're going to roll back to a child's pose. Exhale, sit back on your heels, have your hands come forward. If you've got shoulder injury, hands forward are great, hands go into the forehead. Now, I want to think about lower back. So let's breathe into the back ribs and into the low back. You're going to feel your abdomen move on your thighs, which is awesome. So take 3 or 4 deep breaths, feeling the expansion of your back body. And on your exhales, really just let it go right down into the hip creases. Head is heavy. If your arms are extended, you feel your shoulders relaxed. You can have your elbows bent and your hands kind of wiggle closer into your body if it's a strain on your shoulders as well. Take 2 more deep breaths here, expanding your back body, stretching out your lower back. One more. Really good, gang. And then come on up, back up onto all fours. Inhale. We're going to balance, right arm up, left leg. Pull up into your lower belly. So right down into pelvic floor is strong. It's kind of like two finger widths below your belly button, like down low, go down low, and hold that strong. For 3, so bringing awareness to the core area we move from. 2, we're going to incorporate a little bit of balance into our class tonight. And 1, and then with your breath, just breath flow to the other side. Exhale down, inhale up. So bring awareness and strength to your lower back. After this, we'll do thread the needle. Let's stretch it out. One more breath. Try to squeeze the glute of the lifted leg. Exhale, drop it down. Take your knees wide apart. Take your right arm underneath. Exhale, thread the needle. So we're stabilizing the low back with the knees spread. Coming down onto the right ear. Stretching your left arm out or wrapping your left arm around your back. Let's give that bottom arm a little extra wiggle out. 2 more deep breaths, eyes closed, everybody. Okay. Let's go to the other side. Inhale, lift yourself up. Exhale, slide the left arm under. Palm is up. You're getting right down there on your shoulder. Okay, wiggle it out, and then drop down onto the ear. Your right hand can be extended out or wrapped around your back. Take a couple nice deep breaths. You can wiggle around here. Get the arm wiggled under. Get right under your shoulder blade. So your lower back is stable here, but you are stretching it out. So let's take the right hand back underneath your shoulder. Inhale, push up. Now down dog. Exhale. So down dog with bent knees to hovering cat. Okay, so this, kind of repeat our warm-ups quite a bit so you can hopefully remember them eventually. Right, so bent knee down dog. Inhale, come forward to hovering cat, lift the heart. Exhale, bent knee down dog, or if your leg's naturally straightened, go for it. You don't have to, okay? Inhale, great warm up for the toes. Woo! Great warm up for the shoulders. So if this is tough on the shoulders, what would you do? You'd go back to traditional cat pose, okay? One more time. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to hang out in down dog with bent knees. Take the right leg to the ceiling, 3-point down dog, and just give it a big stretch. Okay, now maybe your left leg straightens, maybe it stays bent. You can open the hips out a little bit to the side, give it a big stretch, just keep the legs straight. Too much on the shoulders, just hold here for 1 or 2 breaths and then come down, cat pose or child. We're going to take one more breath. Awesome. Other side, drop it down. So down dog is a big strengthener on your shoulders. So I'm not going to discount that, all right? If it gets too much, you know, you just need a little break on your body. You bring the hands or bring the knees down, okay? If it's just that, ooh, this is more than I'm used to, but my muscles and joints feel safe, stay with it and breathe. Let's lift it up. Lift it up. Stretch, everybody. Stretch it up. Brilliant. All right, foot comes down. Woo, exhale. All right, now we're going to walk forward. Nice. And I'm going to ask you to walk your hands up your shins, right up to your knees, maybe even up to your thighs, depending how your hamstrings feel. We're going to find a flat back. Inhale, so you're going to lift the chest like you would in cat. Eyes just slightly forward. Don't strain your neck. Now push your bum back. Ooh, and stretch out that back line of your body. So your hands could be down here on shins. They may be way up here. Okay. Pull your shoulders back and just take a few breaths. So I'm kind of wiggling my bum back here. Stretch out the back line of the body. Feel your toes wiggle open. Take another breath. And then we're going to walk the hands up the shins, up the thighs, all the way up. Exhale. Okay, so we're going to do a side opener, cross legs. So you can take the right leg behind the left. We're going to work on this hip here. Okay, the right hip. You're going to push your right hip out. Take your right arm up and exhale, come over. Okay, bottom hand drops down. Open up your side waist. So big breathing we're going to do through our Sun Salutations. So I want to get some action into, we did back body, now we're going to do side body. Open up our lungs here. 2 more breaths. Open up the hips a little bit. Push your arches down. Inhale, come up. Switch sides, so this leg that's in front just wraps around the back. Okay, kick that hip out a little bit. Ooh, that side's tighter, all right, so you may notice that. Inhale, arm up, exhale, bring it over. Okay, now try to keep your top shoulder from rolling over, okay? So Jane and anybody else with shoulder injury, can keep your hand down and simply kick out here and think of lifting up out of your waist to stretch out the ribs, okay? If it's okay with your shoulder, bring your arm up and stretch it. You get a way, you're gonna find it just deeper, that's all, because there's a longer chain that you're stretching. 2 more breaths, and your crown lifts. You're grounded down through the feet. Bottom hand is reaching. There's lots of cues I could give you. Those are the big ones. And then inhale, come up. Exhale down. All right, we're going to face the short edge of the mat if you're not already. We're going to do sun salutations. So there's 3 sets of sun salutations, A, B, C. We're going to do A, totally 9 poses, very, very basic, okay? And I'll give you, I'm going to go through variations to start with. If you are experienced, you know the sun salutations, rock and roll, I'll go through them in the full postures. I'm going to give variations on knees to start with, okay? So you can choose what you'd like to do. Everybody, hands to heart, feet together, crown is up tall, legs are strong, okay? Our intention to be present, our intention to move through mental barriers, okay, to be strong and powerful. Inhale, take arms up, look up. Exhale, surrender down, let it all go. Tuck your chin. Knees can be bent, hands to shins. Inhale, take that halfway up, shoulders back. Hands plant, step back to plank. Go ahead, do full chaturanga, knees up if you want. Or here, you've got hands down. Jane, go back, hips to heels. If your shoulders are okay, everybody just lower down, exhale. Okay, you can leave this part out if you have shoulder injury. Inhale, you're just gonna come up very subtle, all the way up to up dog if you wanna go full way. Exhale, chin to mat. Toes roll under, come to your knees. Inhale, option, exhale, child, toes roll under, hands forward. Okay, that's always your option to modify. Okay, option, full pose, down dog, bent legs or straight legs. We're going to take 3 more breaths. If you're in down dog, you're looking right between your feet. You're wiggling your hips back so your heels get closer to the mat. You're rolling your shoulders open. You feel your fingertips gripping. Last breath. Nice. We're going to transition from down dog, come up on your toes, look forward, step forward. Okay, from child's pose, make your way to front of the mat. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale to forward fold. Feel free to bend your knees, tuck your chin in. Then reverse swan dive. So you got to come back up to halfway. Inhale, push into the feet. Come all the way up, look up. Hands to heart. If you're a little bit behind and you're still coming up, that's no problem, all right? Go at your own pace. We're going to do that again 2 more times. Inhale. Hold it here. Exhale. I'm going to go faster this time. Inhale, lift arms, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. I want you to modify as you need to. Step back into plank, knees up or down. Exhale, your option is to go right back to child. Inhale to cobra. Exhale from plank to down dog. Hold, 5. Walk, you still notice I had to walk my feet around forward just a wee bit when I get to down dog, that's fine. For 3, 2, 1, exhale. So when you exhale, you're going to scoop your lower abdominals up. Exhale, finish it out, draw all the air out, then up on the toes, look forward, step, feet together, hands to shins, all in one movement. Inhale, heart up. Exhale, forward fold. Reverse swan dive, inhale, all the way up. Hands to heart, exhale, looking forward. Take a breath. Inhale. And exhale. Third round. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Step back, plank or knees on the mat, so I'll do full plank. Exhale, lower down. Don't touch the mat. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. So that's your full expression of the flow. Chaturanga is hover off the mat and then go to your upward dog. Okay, so you've got lots of variations, everybody. Breathing, be present, be here. For 3, 2, I want you to feel your breath, your full inhale and your full exhale. Creating lots of strength and opening in this pose. Last breath. So squeeze all the air out. Come up on toes, or you're going to move from your child. Step forward, hands to shins. Inhale, the heart is up. Exhale, forward fold. Knees can be bent if you want. Reverse swan dive. Lift all the way up. Inhale. Hands to heart. Exhale. Okay, Surya Namaskar. B. Feet are together. So somebody emailed me asking about chair. Don't make chair overcomplicated. Okay, so just watch my bum. I'm going to sit down like there's a pretend chair behind me. So start with your hands on your shin, on your quads, right? Just where my hands land. Then I'm going to just push my bum back. Keep your big toes down. This could be your chair, barely sitting, okay? So it's like a stool, right? It's not really a little chair. Or you can come down lower. Secret is squeeze inner thighs together. Squeeze your bum. Keep your knees pointed forward. Okay, it's hard. These are big muscles we're using. Okay, there's a lot of energy here. Now, next, you can keep your hands here on your thighs. Next phase, arms go forward. Next phase, arms are overhead. Decide what's right for you. Look at all the chain of muscles and connective tissue that's involved here. This is hard. Breathe. Breathe. You're asking your body to breathe into these big muscles. Breathe into your legs. You got to breathe deep. You're holding your breath. It's not going to work. Okay, so this is the first pose in Sun Salutation B. We're going to flow. Exhale, pose 2, forward fold. Pose 3, halfway up. Step back into plank. Your knees can be down. You can go straight to child, or you can do chaturanga. Exhale, hover. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog or child. Now we transition to a warrior 1. Right leg comes up. Inhale, give that big stretch. Step between your hand. This is hard too, right? Like, oh my gosh, but all you're doing is stepping forward. Give it a push. Pivot down on your back heel. Hands to thigh. Arms are up, hip bones are forward. Too much on the shoulder, bring your arms here or keep your arms here. Okay? Big breath. Coming right back down, everybody. Exhale. So what are your options? Knees down, go back to child or chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale to cobra or up dog. Exhale to down dog or child. You can stay in child and leave the warrior 1 out. Warrior 1, left leg up. Give it a stretch. Look where you want that foot to land. Step forward, doesn't quite make it, push it. Drop your back heel on the mat, back foot's forward, stretching your Achilles, your calf. Inhale, hands to thigh, arms forward or arms up. Your next breath, everybody, coming down. You've got to take 2 or 3 breaths to get here. That's okay. You'll catch up. We'll all end up at the end. Exhale. Lower down. Inhale, a little lift or all the way up. One is not better than the other. Down dog. Breathe. Child is fine. 2, 3 breaths in down dog and then finish up in child is fine. 3 more. Heels down, toes up if you can. Get into your fascia, connective tissue, bottoms of the feet. Last breath. Exhale, look right between your feet. Get low, low with the head, low with heels. Then lift it. Come up on the toes, look forward. Big step. Hands to shins. Inhale, heart up, everyone. Exhale to forward fold. Bend your knees, go ahead. Now chair, the beloved chair pose. Feet are together, knees are together. Sit down. You've got bunions, right, on your toes here. Your feet are going to be a little bit apart. That's fine. Decide where you want your arms. Take a breath. Squeeze your bum. Straighten your legs. Exhale, hands come to your sides. That's a full body workout. It's hard. Take a breath. Exhale down into your feet. Okay? You can go super fast at this. I like going slow because it makes me work through the whole range of movement of my muscles. Okay? And again, chair, one breath. Inhale, find your arm position. Exhale, forward fold. You don't have to let your head drop if you don't want. Inhale, halfway up. Plank. Knees up or down. Exhale, leave out the lower down if you want. Cobra. Now watch your up dog. You come up, the shoulders come back, and your thighs are off the mat. Here's a advanced movement. You're just going to roll over your toes. So you push back, watch my toes. I'm rolling right over my toes. What? Let's try it again. You ready, everybody? Come into plank. Lower down. Shake your wrists out if your wrists need a break. Inhale, lift up. Keep on going. Roll right over your toes. Down dog. Holy good for your toes. Right? Warrior one. Right leg up. Inhale. Step forward. Exhale. Give it a push if it didn't land. Back heel down. Toes pointed forward. Inhale. Arms up, everyone. Exhale. Come on down. Plank. Leave out the lower down part if you want. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Ooh, maybe all the way up. Can we roll over our toes? Give it a try. Exhale. Left foot up. Inhale. Step forward. Exhale. Back heel down. You may have to step it forward a bit. Find your arm position. Hands on thighs. Hands forward. Hands up. Exhale. One more beloved plank. You ready? Lower down. Lift it up. Roll over the toes. Now if your wrists have had enough, and this is a lot for the wrists, you just come on down. Stretch it back. Shake your wrists out. Move around. But don't lose connection with being here, with being present. Feel the breath. And after a little break, you may rejoin down dog if you want for last breath. You can keep your knees bent the whole time. I just want you to stay with it. Stay with the poses that are right for you. Be present. And then we're going to transition. Now, if you want to jump, okay, you're going to bend, come way up on your toes. You've got to start to shift the weight forward as you're going to jump. So you come up on your toes, you bend your knees. So I've got to start to shift here and look where I want to land and be a little bit fearless. I don't know if I'll make it all the way up, but we'll see. So we look forward, whoop, and you jump. Inhale, and no one's going to see you. It's all good. Exhale, forward fold. Chair pose, feet are together or a tiny bit apart. Inhale, arms up. Straight legs, arms to your sides. Well done. All right, we should start to feel pretty warmed up. Yes, give yourself a hand for that. All right, Surya Namaskar C, we're going to do one round. Okay, so this is also called classical Sun Salutation. You'll see it in Hatha Yoga explanations. So we'll go one round with it. This one, your arms go forward. Okay, inhale, lift up, little back bend. Exhale. Now, if you're getting tired of forward folding, just go down halfway. Okay. You're going to plant your fingers on the mat and your right leg steps back. Okay, drop your knee. Inhale, lift your chest up. Now, if this is too tricky, your hands are going to come here on your thigh. Inhale. Then you're going to step back to plank, and in this variation, when you do that, you're holding your breath. Option, just go to child, all right? or lower down. Exhale. Cobra. Inhale. Down dog or child. Exhale. Now I'm going to give you a demo from child. So where everybody from down dog or child, you're going to step forward with your right leg. So all you would do is bring your foot here. You want, you can bring your hands to your thigh. Inhale. Everybody, we're going to step forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up. So I'm giving you kind of a variation here. Exhale, forward fold. Left foot stepping back. Drop the knee, fingers on the mat or hands up. Inhale. Exhale. Now hold your breath in plank. Next round, coming down. Lifting up with the breath. Down dog or child. Exhale. Your left foot's going to come forward to your hands. Hands are going to be on your thigh or the mat. Inhale. And you're going to push off with your back foot and step forward. Exhale, forward fold. Walk your hands up your shins, up your thighs, arms forward. Inhale, lift up. Hands come down to heart center. Woo! There you go. So 6 rounds of Sun Salutations. Or, yeah, 6. Now we balance. All right, so I want you to, I'm going to turn to face you. I want you to close your eyes. Take your hands to your heart. Feel your feet. Open your toes. Lift your arches. Okay. Big exhale down into both feet. Well done. Hands move to hip bones. And then you're going to take one of your hands, it doesn't matter. Find your belly button. Okay, ooh, lovely belly button. And then go down a little bit. So a couple finger widths below your belly button, lowest part of your abdomen. That's going to kind of lift up a little bit. Lift up is a weird word, but it's from the inside. Okay, there's an energy. You're going to zip up, so it's like doing a Kegel. Even if you think, hey, there ain't anything moving down there, your intention, be present. Just imagine that everything can lift through there. And then when your hand goes back on your hips, we're going to take our right foot up. As the foot lifts with these muscles here, your hip flexors, there's also the muscles in your core, that's a fact, that are lifting these legs up, your leg up, okay? You're going to take your right hand and cup the knee. That's another option. You can be holding on to your table, chair near you. We're going to hold. Another option, first 2 fingers are going to grab the big toe from the inside. Hold. Another option, pretty advanced pose, take your leg out front. Okay, any of those are good. One isn't better than the other. Okay, breathe. 5. From the inside, Kegel, lift, get taller. 3. Balance poses expose us. Okay, so there's no, ooh, I can't do it, ooh, just breathe. It's just balancing on one leg, breathe. Open up that hamstring, lift it higher, knee or foot. Okay, now we're gonna bring your hand to your hip, let your foot hover. It could be way down here, that's fine. Think of pulling the head of the thigh bone into the socket and pull up through that core. 2, and 1. Okay, so I'm showing you, none of these poses are easy, but there's lots of variations, and if you stay present with your breath, get rid of the chatter, you can do anything. Ready? Balance through the right foot. You're lifting up through the core here. Hug your knee. Okay, here we are. You can hold on to the wall. As long as you're breathing and you're present, doesn't matter. You can hold on to your big toe. You can try holding onto the big toe. It's just an experiment. How is that? I did it. Cool. Knee feels better. All right. Extend if you want. Just try it. Breathe. Now, if you've got the hang of this, your hips are level, okay? That's a challenge. So try, you probably have to drop down a little bit in your left hip. Your left elbow bends out, your foot lifts, and your sole is flat. 2, 1. Now you're gonna try, everybody, to keep your leg up as high as you can. Extend the heel out, push through your heel. Pull the head of the thigh bone in. If you get cramping in your quad, you're gonna bend your knee a little bit. 3, and it's from your core. 2, 1, float it down. Holy smokes, that's hard. Shake your hips out. Take a breath. Face the long edge of the mat. Chair pose, 1 breath. Decide where your arms want to go. Inhale. And then arms are just gonna exhale down. Another 1 breath, inhale. I'm tricking you, right? Exhale. It's just 1 breath at a time. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more time. Standing tall, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Okay, we're gonna open into triangle. So stand to your long edge of your mat. Take your feet wide. Now, I wanna make sure we line up our hips properly. You're gonna take your right foot and turn it out. Your left foot's gonna turn forward a little bit. I'm gonna tell you what we're not trying to do. We're not trying to have both hips always stay open to the long edge of the mat. We're not trying to do that, because look what happens to my knee when that happens. It's gonna turn in. I'm gonna throw my whole pelvis off. You're gonna hurt your SI joint. So we're taking the back hip and aiming it forward a little bit. We're aligning the front knee forward, okay? You're not trying to get both hips open to the side. You can't do that. Now, tilt your hips. Okay, this pose is challenging. You've got a lot of muscles you're opening up here, and you're stabilizing through your core. So as you tilt, bottom hand drops, keep tilting. Option if the shoulder feels okay, hand is up. You can keep your hand on your waist. Option if the shoulder feels okay, let's roll it right back, and you're gonna reach for your thigh. Open your chest. Now the bottom hand, don't put it on your shin. Use your core to balance and hold it here. You can push your hand on the inside of the leg if you want. Crown reaches forward, tailbone pushes back. You feel like, oh, there's my hamstring, thank you. Chest lifts up. Couple more breaths. Big toe in the front pushes down. And your thigh muscles now, let's try to squeeze our thighs. 3, looking up, 2, 1, and then we're gonna look down, inhale, whoo, come up, turn the feet the other way. You're gonna have to adjust your feet. Front foot walks over a little bit to the outside edge of the mat. Remember your back foot, it's gotta aim forward, and that's gonna support your back hip. We do not wanna be trying to open to the side of the mat. Okay, back hip's rounding forward slightly. Back foot's aiming forward slightly. Do your your hip tilt. I was going to say tip hilt. Hip tilt. Okay? You're super tight. You just bend your front knee a little. That's all right. And then let's keep tilting our hips and leaning forward and dropping down. Arm up, or let's wrap it around. Really open the chest tonight. Breathe. So core stability. Open heart, be present, breathe. Look up, tailbone pushes back, woo. Crown pulls forward, nice space in your neck. Look up, looking up is too hard, you just look down. It's okay, breathe. Shoulder up, wrap the hand right around your back. Nice. Looking down, exhale, inhale, come up. Walk the feet. Now, we're going to do a balance, okay? So we're going to do half moon. This may require you to put something down. I don't know, you can even put your pillow down on the ground. If you're super tight, you're going to put something down there so you can raise the ground up towards you. You don't have to, it's an option, okay? Front knee bends. We're going to lift off. You can even grab onto your sofa. right? Or your chair. Now open up to the side, balance. The other hand is up. You want to go more challenging, woo! Drop your hand down to the mat. Your pillow, let's get the pillow out of the way. All right, there goes my pillow. And lift up. Now lift your top leg, flex the foot. Look up, that's the most challenging, is to look up. So what are your options? Your hands on, bottom hands on something elevated. Next option, your standing leg is bent. Next option, you're looking down. Challenging option, you're looking up and your leg is lifted as high as you can. 5, we're still balancing, everybody, breathe. 4, 3, 2, lift, lift, lift. 1, now the hand comes down, top hand, and you're gonna go back to that triangle shape, or that wide leg shape, okay? Brilliant. Turn your feet the other way. So I've got a counter here. I can lift off and hold the counter to get started. Okay? Or look at that spot right down on the mat where you want to land. Lift off and land. Look down and get balanced. Lift your top leg up. So right hand on the right hip, roll that right hip up to the ceiling. Start to look to the side. Start to look up. Hand comes up. Breathe. 5, 4, 3. So we're strengthening and stretching out the whole body. Ooh, where are we moving from? Our core. 2, 1. Hand goes down. I'm gonna come back. Woo. Lift it up. Turn the toes out. Forward fold. So tonight we're gonna grab our big toes. Okay. Hands to the hips, your feet are super wide, toes turn in slightly, push your bum back, okay? Bend your knees a little bit and put the weight back on your heels. Ooh, this will open the whole back line of your body right here, okay? Hands go down on the mat, on the ground. You may have to walk your feet a bit wider. Now tense your fingers, walk your hands forward. Push your bum back like you're going to fall back, but your fingers and your toes gripping keep you from falling backwards. Get your hips back as far as you can go until you feel like you're going to topple. Stretch. Push your hips back. Nice work. Then you're going to walk the hands in. Okay, you can keep your hands on the ground right under your shoulders, or you can take your first 2 fingers, go inside your big toe. Inside your big toe, your palms are facing each other, your wrists are long. Inhale, come up halfway. Still have weight on your heels. Exhale, bend your elbows out to the sides and keep your head lifted, or drop your head right down on the ground like your head could touch the ground. Breathe. 5, 4, find your spot, hold it, find that opening of the back line of your body. Try to squeeze your quadricep muscles, your thigh muscles, to open the hamstrings a little more. 2, and 1. Well done. Inhale, lift the chest, walk the hands underneath the shoulders. Now we're going to turn to a lunge. So your right foot's going to be the front foot. So you're going to walk your hands to the right. You're going to pivot into a lunge, ooh, into a down dog. Exhale. Take a breath. Okay, then we're going to come into runner's lunge. The right foot comes up. We step forward, exhale. Okay, push it. Now option, left knee's on the mat. Option, left knee is up. Hands come to thigh. Hands stay at the thigh. Arms forward or arms up. Everybody balance. Strong, super strong legs. Hold it. Get low. If you're unsure if you can do this with your knee up, try it, just like for a breath. See how you go. 3, create a back bend if you want to go deeper, everybody. 2, 1, hands come to your thigh. We're going to go right into twist. Left elbow comes over, right hand goes on top. I'll turn so you can see me. You're in prayer twist, or you've got hands to your sides, or super deep, bottom hand down, top arm up. Okay, so there's your back knee up or down, your choice. So you're here, or you're here. 3 more breaths. Back knee is up, you're way back with that back leg. Stretch it. Okay, we're going to transition sides. So hands come down. Exhale to transition. Plank. Option to go to down dog or child. Option to lower down. Lift it up. You decide how high. Down dog. Left leg steps forward. I'm going to turn around so you're going to be able to see me in the twist. Left leg steps forward. Get balanced. Option, bottom knee or back knee, right knee's down. Hands to thigh. Option with your arms. Either keep hands to thigh, take arms forward. Now, you want to challenge yourself. Your knee is down, right? You're going to use a lot of strength here. So if your knee is up right now and you want to build some strength, drop your knee down. Toes are under. Lift it. What? Want to build a bit more strength, come back down and just tap. Lift it back up. Oh, we should have done this on the other side, right? Tap. Up. You don't have to do this. This is option. Tap. Up. Flowing runner's lunge. Tap. Up. One more time. Tap. Working on your strength here. Knee down and just lift it up once. See how that goes. Twist, everybody. Exhale. Find your variation. You can have your knee down or up. Okay. Breathe. Exhale, hand down. Well done. Okay. What? We're going to drop the back knee down. We're going to pull the right foot forward. Right foot back. Sorry. Blah, 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 blah. We're going into child's pose. How's that? Exhale. Get my rights and lefts mixed up. Hips on heels. Woo. Sit your heels back. Let's bend our elbows. Bring our hands underneath the forehead. And widen your knees a wee bit. Okay. Exhale. Sink it down. So we're coming back to regroup. Get present. Feel your abdomen move. Feel your lower back stretch out. Feel your ribs. Well done. Okay. So camel pose and lots of variations for camel. So come on up onto the hands. No big deal, camel. Okay. If your knees need padding, you're going to roll your mat up or you're going to put your blanket underneath your knees. Everybody, your toes roll under and your knees are 2 fist width apart. Okay? Beautiful. We're just going to open up this front line now. We've been doing lots to open up the back line, so we're going to do a nice deep opening of the front line. And this is it. Okay? Loosey-goosey. You'll lift up through that pelvic floor. The back bend comes from the center of the chest. The hands come to the lower back, elbows back. You lift your heart. Here's camel right here. Okay? So if one shoulder has a hard time moving back, that elbow you stoop with the one hand. Other hand's on down by your side. Lift. Okay? This may be, especially if you're just doing one arm, this will be where you stay. Want to add on, you roll back with your arms and grab your heels. Maybe it's just one hand, maybe you can do both. Okay? Then you pull your shoulder blades together, pull up through your lower belly. Chin is in or head's all the way back. Breathe. 3. Okay, this is totally fine to be here, right here. 2, just think of opening up the front. 1, everybody hands to hips. Ooh, hands to low back. Lower down. Toes on roll. That was a huge stretch out for your feet. Exhale. Now, if you can, this time, hands behind you. You may want to use your pillow, right? Head on the pillow, hands behind you, and breathe. Well done. Hands under shoulders, roll up. Okay, if you used a prop, just put it back to your side. Okay, then we're going to bring the feet over to one side and come to seated. You may want to sit up on your pillow or your blanket. We do this pose enough, right? I like it because it's challenging. My hips are pretty tight, relatively speaking, in the yoga world. So I like to sit on something, and if you're sitting on your pillow or your blanket, you're sitting at the edge, so your pelvis can tilt. Okay? Now get your feet as wide as you can go. This is it for me. Okay, you can bend your knees, you can have blanket rolled under your knees. Okay, so you can have a lot of props going on here. Hands come either in front or behind you to help you prop. This could be it. You could feel a massive opening in your hamstrings here. You're going to push through your heels, bring your toes back. Hands can stay here and just kind of walk you forward. That's really good. Okay. Option, hands are in front. Keeping your back straight. Okay. Really, honestly, try not to round your back. Try the best you can. Use your muscles. Lift. Shoulders back. You don't have to go far. It's not about how far you can go. It's awareness to building an open strength. Okay, what good is it if you're all crunched over and your abs are all crunched in and you're super strong? Yeah, okay, you can't even breathe. Lift. Lift. Push through your heels. Option, take your first two fingers like we did in our forward fold. Grab your big toes. Exhale. So if you've got short legs and long arms like me, it's quite easy, right? So sometimes a pose is it just looks easier, someone demoing it because of the length of their limbs. Okay, I say that a lot. If your arms feel too short to grab your legs and you're blessed with long legs, hey, that's fine. You're going to grab your calves, right? You're going to keep your arms on here, your hands to the side. All to say, find the shape that works for you, where you can open the hamstrings, keep the heart open. I'm talking for a long time here because I want you to hold this pose for a while. Now breathe. Breathe. Big exhales. Feel your body exhaling. Okay? So when I first sat down in this pose, there is no way I could right away go here. Okay? It's through the breathing and just letting my body release for a bit that I've been able to come down a little further. Keep breathing. Well done. Walk your hands up. Ooh, bring your legs in. Shake them out. Okay, twist. Right leg over. Option, left leg under. Don't sit on your heel. I'm going to move my pillow for this one. Okay, sitting up on a pillow or a blanket if you like. Feel off center. Stretch your leg out in front of you. Okay, your bottom leg. Everybody right hand behind. Right big toe is grounded. Grab your knee. Inhale, prop yourself up tall. Chin level with the mat. Breathe. Expand your abdomen. And as you pull it in, there's a little bit of a twist. Expand the abdomen. And twist. Maybe looking over your back shoulder. Watch how your neck feels. We're going to come center and do another pose before we go to the other side. So inhale, come forward. So we've got two shapes going on. If your leg is out straight, you're going to have top shin on top like this. If your leg is bent under, I'm going to ask you to do stack the logs pose. So your bottom leg's going to come out, top leg's going to come here, your shins are stacked, okay? If that's, oh, it's pretty intense. If it feels too intense, all you have to do is take your bottom foot and bring it in a little bit. Okay, so that's a wee bit easier. Way too intense, your bottom foot's out straight. Your bottom leg's out straight. So let's all sit up tall, whatever shape we chose. Cradle your knee, your top knee if you need to. Flex both your feet. Breathe. So we did lots of flow to warm up the hips, to build strength and awareness in the hips, and to move us from the core. Now, let's do a nice deep opening of those muscles. Core is still pulled up, or you shouldn't say your core, your deep abdominal is pulled up. You're leading with the chest, not with the chin. Okay. Support your knee. Maybe your hands are down by your sides. Maybe you're up here and you're like, you kidding me? That is enough. That's great. Breathe. Close your eyes even. Breathe. You want to do, now you can do this on your back. Do pigeon pose on your back right now. Yeah, it's also called figure 4 on your back. We've done that before. One more breath. Okay, we're going to switch legs. What? Right, get out of there. Shake your legs around. Your left leg's going to go on top. Right leg is straight or bent under. Now, if your right leg is straight, you're flexing your foot the whole time. Okay, that's going to anchor your leg. Big toes down on your left foot. Right hand's behind, or left hand's behind you for support. Hug your knee. Maybe it's a big hug, or maybe it's just holding here. Okay, let's get tall. Now, more advanced shape here is to get your elbow right over. Okay, and you're kind of doing this wave to the queen thing. Okay, I don't show that often, but you can do that. You can get yourself right over. Knee is up, but your butt cheek is still connected to the mat. Okay, shoulders down, twist, look back. This is going up here. If you get your elbow over here, this is going up your whole spine. It's moving through all the muscles in your back. Okay, but remember, find the shape that works for your body. Stick with your yoga practice. Your shapes evolve and move. As your body opens, your muscles, your tendons, your joints, they all get a little more soft and supple. It comes. Breathe. Okay, now we're going to come forward. Hip opener. Inhale. Bottom leg can be out. Both feet are flexed, supporting your foot, or supporting your knee, sorry, and you're forward folding. Or bottom leg is under, your shins are stacked like logs. It's called fire log pose. And you exhale. Remember, your bottom heel can pull in a little bit, if that feels easier. Flex your feet, support yourself, however you want. Forward fold, chin is in, you're leading with the chest, shoulders are pulled back. Okay, our whole day is spent hunching. It's challenging to pull the shoulder blades back and down your back. So just picture your shoulder blades pulling down. Feel that. Okay, that's your position here. Chin in slightly, so there's no tweaking of your neck. Okay, breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. That top knee is coming down. All right, everybody, come on back up. Exhale. Ooh, shake your legs out. Then we're going to try a pickup. Not easy, and there's lots of variations. So you're just going to go cross-legged, just here. Okay, no big deal. And then the knees are going to come up. You're hugging. Your feet are going to tuck in. So the first variation of a pickup is just to hold yourself in here, nice and strong. Just as you're cupping your knees in, you're pulling in through your lower abdominals, and you're trying to keep your chest and your thighs connected. And then if you let go, can you still stay connected? Nice and tight. Okay, you feel that? Connected. Okay, let that go. Shake out those hips, okay? Next variation, knees lift up. Your feet are tucked in pretty tight, okay? And they're turned out. You come into that little ball, using your core to hold yourself there. Your hands go down to your side. So my arms are long, so I've got a big bend in my elbows. You could have straight arms here. You could even be up on your fingers or on your fists. All right, so I'm pushing off on my feet and my hands now, and I'm lifting my bum. Okay? Try it. Let's go. 3. Even if you don't lift, it's the motion of pulling up through pelvic floor and core to feel like you could. And I'm pushing on my feet to help me. Lower down. One more time. Now, if you don't want to lift, you do the hold. And lift up through your core and hold here. Or lift it right up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to drop it down. Nice work. Okay. Love it or hate it, right? Either roll right down, flat on the ground, hug knees to chest, or take a pause in your roll down and find low boat. Coming down. So low boat, you stop here, okay? Legs out, arms out. Look over your toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently come down. Exhale. Whoo, good work. Knee circles, everybody. Inhale, come in. Exhale, come away. Inhale, come in. Exhale, come away. One more time. Nice. Okay, eagle legs, right leg over left. First of all, we'll do a little bit of core, which actually you can do or not do, so it depends where you want to go. And then we'll just settle deeply into a stretch. Okay, so your right hip, so your right leg's on top, hips shuffle to the right a wee bit, legs go over to the side, and you're in twist. So option here, flow into your twist. Take your right arm out, look to the right, and just hang on and breathe. Okay. Option, you want to do a little bit of core work for your obliques. Your hands come behind your head, okay? And then we're thinking of taking lowest rib to hip bone. That's the effort here, okay? It's not chin into chest. So with the elbows out, you can actually have elbows up if you want. You're going to start to do a little contraction and think of lowest rib to hip bone. Yes, my shoulders will come up. Yes, my head will come up to do that, but that's not where the action is coming from. Down here in your obliques and lower down. Support your head the whole time. My thumb is at the side of my neck here. Exhale, come up. Inhale down. Exhale, lift up. Inhale down. Exhale. I've got my hand on my oblique here so I can feel it. I can feel that's where the contraction's working. Exhale. Inhale. One more time. Okay, and then we're going to switch the legs. So bring your legs up, and then you're just going to twist the other way. So you're going to have to shuffle your hips over to the left a wee bit. Now the right leg is guiding you into the twist. So the twist is going to happen onto the left hip now. Look to the left. Take a breath or two. If this is too intense, all you do is unravel the legs, stack the knees. See how tight I am? My knees don't even touch. That's okay. And breathe. And here's an option too. We've got all these lovely props, right? You can put a pillow between your knees. We'll all be going back. If you ever go back to a yoga studio, you'll be going with your whole bag of props, right? Okay, so we're going to move the pillow if you've got it, and just do the other side. Okay, so left leg's over right. Shuffle to the left a wee bit. Come into your twist. Eagle legs. Stay here. Eagle's too intense. You straighten your bottom knee and just have your top leg straight. Or eagle legs. Coming to the core, hands behind your head. One hand, your left hand can go onto your side here. Exhale, lift, bottom rib to hip bone. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. I'm supporting my head the whole time. Inhale, come down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, come down. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. One more time. Exhale. Inhale. Okay. Now we're going to switch sides. So knees come up, shuffle to the right a wee bit. Let your knees drop to the left. So notice how your left shin is on top. That's assisting your twist. Right arm goes out. Too intense, unravel the legs, stack the knees. So all the sun salutations, all the standing poses, the balance poses, all required core awareness. Wide angle forward fold, right? So we didn't fall over, we had to engage our core. All the balances, we had to balance comes through the core. Okay, now notice how we're stretching out that whole core girdle. A tight muscle is a weak muscle, so let's get this whole core, this whole girdle, stretched out so it's got more range of motion and more, it's not all compacted and twisted up, all the fibers, right? This is like oversimplifying, but there's length here to help you, to support you. Okay, there's mobility, there's fluidity. Let's come up, inhale, well done. Okay, feet by your side, or like we're gonna go into a bridge, we're not, you can. If you feel like bridge would feel so awesome right now, go for it. I'd like you to do a pelvic tilt. Hands are by your sides. Exhale, low back tilts to the mat. Inhale, release. There's a nice gap between your low back and the mat. So you're rocking on your tailbone. Exhale, and you're pulling up through lower abdominals. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Okay, soles of the feet come together for a couple breaths. Option, arms overhead, grab elbows. You do not have to have arms overhead. You can have them by your sides. You can have hands on your abdominals. Big inhale, everybody. Exhale through the mouth. And again, inhale. Exhale. Okay, so letting the hips open up, passively opening up your abdominals, the front of the body. Now, staying here if you want for our Shavasana, corpse pose, or gently transitioning. If you feel this pose is better on your side, you can go on your side. If you prefer to sit, you can sit, or come to the traditional pose, lying flat, palms up. We're just going to do 2 or 3 minutes, okay, of aware breathing is what I like to call it. Okay, so palms are up, feet are just loosey-goosey, hips are loosey-goosey, shoulders, head. Big inhale again through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Sink into your mat. So back to our intention at the beginning of the class. Number 1, to be present. Number 2, to move through the barriers that our mind sets up. And the barriers here that the mind sets up are the fact that is the busyness and the fact that we have to attach to our thoughts. The more you practice, the more you absolutely realize I'm not my thoughts. I can actually watch them, let them flow by. I don't have to be my thoughts. I don't have to attach them. I don't have to jump on the train. I can actually just be here with my breath. Crazy train starts coming through, I can let it go through. Be with your breath. All right, so let's just keep practicing it, everybody. I feel myself inhaling. I feel myself exhaling. Feel myself inhaling. I feel myself exhaling. Really powerful is if you take that little micro pause at the end of each breath. And that's just a holding, that's a floating in space, that's a gap. Now I'd like you to notice your thoughts. So here we are, attempting to be present and just be with our breath. Old habits are going to kick in, and there's a lot of other thoughts are going to be knocking, say, I need your attention. What about me? Just let them float, let them, time out. I'm here with my breath. Creating mental strength, mindfulness. You can notice the knocking of your perpetual thoughts. That is brilliant. Be with your breath. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to take one more breath here. Now we're going to transition, and I want you to remain fully mindful as you transition. So as you wiggle your fingers, feel your fingers wiggling. As you wiggle your toes, feel your toes wiggling. Your wrists, same with your wrists, same with your ankles. As you stretch overhead, feel the arms, your shoulders, if you choose to stretch overhead. Okay? Now you can rock up to seated, or you can pull your knees into chest, roll to your right side, baby Krishna, and then come up to seated. Okay. Lots of variations to make your practice your own. We're going to take 2 or 3 breaths, just so hum. So on the inhale, hum on the exhale. It just means, it translates to I am that. And what are you? You are blissful. You are beautiful. You are strong. You are giving. You are caring. Okay, you are connected to all that there is. We are connected together. So as you're repeating with me, so on the inhale, hum on the exhale. There's a giving and a receiving of energy. Think of what you need today. Is it caring? Is it love? Is it some peace? Is it a little bit of quiet in your mind? Is it some forgiveness? Yeah, just let something pop in, whatever. And then share it to each other. So receive back what you need. Hum. Share what you need out on your soul. Hum, receive it back. One more time. So and hum. I am that. So what you need, you receive. What you receive, you share. Okay, it's a constant flow of energy. Hands come to heart center. Grateful for our practice. Rub the palms. Hands rest in your eyes rest in your hands. Smiling. Ooh, gratitude. Let's chant. Thumbs to heart center. Feel your fingers. You're going to feel the energy of your chant. Inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I honor the place in you where the entire universe resides. And I honor the place in you of love, of truth, of peace, and of wisdom. And I honor the place in you where when you are in that place and I am in that place, there's only one of us. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you, everybody.